Hi friends. So, you know I said that there might be a part 3 to the Tonic Craft Kit number 42 release. Well, there is, and here it is, because I ordered a Tonic Tangerine die cutting machine and it arrived and I couldn't wait to get it out of the box and start playing with it. So, you know how much I fell in love with this die and how many cards I used it on in the last 2 videos. Well, I wanted to see what it would look like embossed. So, I created a really simple card. It's not quite finished yet, obviously I haven't put a sentiment on it. But I just used it to emboss on the both sides, and it gives a gorgeous effect on this mirror card. It looks really, really pretty, and it's so easy to use, and it just does cut like butter. You know, that was the reason I wanted it. I didn't really need another die cutting machine, but you know, I'd heard such good things about it. You know, it cuts intricate dies like butter, and so I did this card, which I'm sort of in the process of doing at the moment. I used the die again as an edger. And I ran it backwards and forwards because it says that it says in the instruction manual that sometimes with intricate dies it will require more than one pass. So I just did it backwards and forwards, and it cut like butter. And this is a watercolour card, so it's quite thick as well. So I used some of the gold card from the kit and stuck that on the entire piece to ensure that it was sort of level. And then I've cut round it with my these great little scissors, which are the Tim Holtz. I'm not exactly sure which type they are, but they're lovely for intricate die cutting. So I've sort of cut round all of that. I've still got a few bits of glue here and there because, as you all know, if you ever tried to stick anything onto mirror card, the glue ends up getting there. So I've been removing bits of it with my dedicated poker tool, but I've still got a few more bits to do. But this bit of watercolour card, I had trimmed a bit off because I needed it for a sentiment. So it is A6 size, or it was originally, but obviously the piece that I use isn't A6. So I've got an A6 card blank and I've just drawn a pencil line. So I'm going to trim that off, and then I'm going to use this strip of the other coloured mirror card there behind it. And I'm going to add a few little butterflies and a nice sentiment. So that's 2 cards straight away. So I will see you in a little while with a bit more progress. Who knows how many cards we're going to end up with, guys? Possibilities are endless. So I just could not stop playing with this card kit. I really, really love this card kit. Like, I don't think I've made this many cards from one of the Tonic Craft kits before. But yeah, so I showed you a short while ago how I had used that die that I'd fallen in love with to emboss into this lovely mirror card, this matte mirror card. Well, I used there's a die in the kit which creates 3, 4, 6 butterflies, and I had kept the cutout portion from it. So what I did is I used that twice as a stencil and put some of the pink embellishment mousse through it. I then also used some of the, again, I just like to be quite thrifty, so I used the last little bits of cutouts to cut some more pink and white butterflies from the mixed media smushing technique that I'd done, and then I added some gold and pink Nouveau drops just as a sort of lovely like flow throughout the centre of the card. So I'm really pleased with this. It's got like a lot of nice texture to it and shimmer. I again used this banner die and the gold card included in the kit and this nice spring sentiment. Mounted that up onto foam pads. And there you go. There's a very, very simple, very easy card, but that looks quite pretty, I think. Next you saw me with my plans to create this card. So again, I went and trimmed the top off the A4 card, off the A6 card blank. Put this section behind here to create that nice finish on the right hand side. And then for this lovely sort of watercolour effect, I just simply used the Sweet Pea Aquaflow pen to just, well, I started in the middle and then just sort of swiped it across to give quite a sort of like textured, artsy kind of look. And again, I added a few more butterflies and some Nuvo drops dotted around here and there. And then I actually doubled up on the layers of the banner for this one, and mounted them with a bit of a drop shadow, so for a bit more interest. So again, I'm really pleased with that card. I think it's got lovely shimmer, lovely texture, and again, quite easy to do. And then the final card, because again, I was just so in love with this edger panel, I used some 300 GSM, quite thick, you know, card building weight card, to cut out these two panels. I just cut it from this side and then put it on the other side, and as you can see, it gives a sort of diagonal. And then I wanted to use some more of this beautiful handmade cotton paper included in the kit, so I placed this panel on top of the coral card, and then sort of drew around it and cut out that, and then stuck this on, and then left it under something heavy for a little while until it had fully stuck. And then I used my Tim Holtz scissors that I mentioned earlier in the video to fussy cut round so that none of this was showing underneath. And then I had a nice sized piece of the mustard yellow textured Craft Perfect, so I stuck that onto the front of an A6 card blank, and I used again some of the spare butterflies that were still remaining. And I had this so I decided to use Live Life in Full Bloom because I hadn't used that sentiment yet, and I thought that was really nice, but it was too big for the banner included in the kit. So I have I think it's one of the Stamp Club kits from Tonic, which is banners. So it's all got like banners and different sort of things to mount sentiments onto. So I stamped it onto this one, and then I cut this more decorative scalloped one from the Lemon Luster, and mounted that on foam pads. So that's quite dimensional, quite raised. And then I had this little happy birthday strip already heat embossed in white, and I just thought that would be a nice addition to turn it in again into a happy birthday card, because I think some of these sentiments, obviously they're very versatile, which is good, but you know, Live Life in Full Bloom, it's sort of, sometimes you want a card to be for a specific occasion, so I didn't want too many sort of generic cards with no sort of occasion on it. So I turned this into a birthday card, and again, because I'd stamped that in black, I thought that this pre-made sentiment that I'd previously done worked really well with it. I then used some Nuvo stone drops in I think it's like a fiery red colour, because that was the best one that I could find that would match the coral colour. And I'll share with you a little mistake that I made. So I originally, there wasn't a butterfly here. I had put a stone drop there, and for some reason it just went wonky, so I tried to tidy up with my pokey tool and ended up making more of a mess out of it. So I just thought, oh, I'll just leave it to dry and then I'll go at it with my sand eraser the next day. And then my husband was looking at my cards because he likes to see once I've completed them. He's very supportive like that. And I'd told him about, oh, you know, I've ended up making a boo-boo right at the end of this card. And he was like, oh, do you know what I would have done? I would have scraped that off and then stuck one of those big butterflies on there. And I was like, that's an excellent idea. Thank you so much. So that's what I did. It had dried quite a bit at that point. So I had to sort of really get in there with my craft, well, first of all with a poker tool. And then I thought, it's probably better to do this with the craft knife. So I just scraped it away. The remnants with a craft knife, and then I just positioned the butterfly as carefully as I could, so that it looked nice, and then added a Nouveau drop onto it like I have with the other larger butterflies. So there we have 3 more cards from Tonic Craft Kit 42 Spring Wreath. So that's a total, including the ones in the other 2 videos, of 10 cards. In the first video, it's the unboxing and I make 3 cards. Part 2, I make 4 cards. And then in this part 3, I've made 3 cards. So I'll link the other 2 videos in the description box below, so you can check those out if you've just stumbled across this one. They're longer videos, and again, they show you more process. And I'll also link a playlist at the end with my makes and unboxings from previous Tonic Craft Kits. So I really hope that you've enjoyed this video. If you have, it'd be great if you could use your thumbs and give me a thumbs up to let me know and YouTube know that you're enjoying my videos. And if you like this and you like this kind of content, and feel free to have a mooch around my channel, and if you like what you see and you'd like to see more, then please consider subscribing. It'd be wonderful to have you on board. So I tend to post about 2 to 3 times a week. So yeah, that's the end of the video. Thank you so much, and just take care of yourselves and each other, and I will see you and speak to you soon with some more crafty fun. Bye for now.